So let us start with the very first chapter of your book, Service Marketing. Services. What are services? Actually, the product is basically categorized into two parts. One, those which are tangible, and those which are non-tangible. So products basically are tangible products and intangible products. But for intangible products, we have named them services. And what are services? Let us read the definition on the top. Services are an act or performance offered by one party to another that is essentially intangible. Yes, this is the feature we were talking about, and does not result in the ownership of anything. Its production may not be tied to a physical product. देखिए, पहला तो ये इंटेंजिबल हो, और दूसरा इट डज नॉट रिजल्ट इन द ओनरशिप ऑफ एनीथिंग. हमने उस दिन भी बात की थी कि लेट अस से वी आर गोइंग टू बाय अ चॉकलेट. हमने 10 रुपए दिए, सो वी हैव गॉट समथिंग. हमने 1 रुपया दिया, वी हैव गॉट समथिंग, सम टॉफी इन आवर हैंड. हमने 100 रुपए दिए, वी हैव गॉट समथिंग इन आवर हैंड, समथिंग टू ईट, something which we can see, something we can touch, and that product, tangible product, becomes ours. मैंने 10 रुपए दे के चॉकलेट ली, तो वो चॉकलेट मेरी हो गई. Ownership comes with the purchase, but in case of services, it does not happen. Ownership is very limited, which is limited to the period for which you have purchased the product. Then is its production may not be tied to a physical product. इसका जो प्रोडक्शन है वो जरूरी नहीं है कि किसी फिजिकल प्रोडक्ट के साथ हो, किसी फिजिकल प्रोडक्ट की तरह हो. सर्विसेज जो है वो उसी समय पर प्रोड्यूस की जाती है. फॉर एग्जांपल, गोइंग टू बाय एन इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि उन्होंने आपकी इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी पहले बना के रखी हुई है. आप जाएंगे, आप अपने कागज देंगे, वो आपकी एक इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी बना देंगे. सेम इज ओपनिंग अ बैंक अकाउंट, सेम इज हैविंग अ होटल, सेम इज गोइंग टू अ रेस्टोरेंट. सो लेट्स मूव टू द सेकंड ब्लॉक. इसके बारे में पहले आपको बता चुका हूँ कि टेंजिबल और नॉन टेंजिबल दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया जाता है. And the third block talks about a set of activities or benefits which produce a product which is normally intangible in nature, perishable, involving temporary transfer of ownership or as long as the service is being used, and which gratify the customer needs and problems. Service can also be provided in connection with sale of tangible goods for creating value perceptions among customers. Yes, एक तो सर्विसेज वो होगी जो बिल्कुल इंटेंजिबल इन नेचर है. फॉर एग्जांपल, इंश्योरेंस, बैंकिंग एंड ऑल. Many times services are associated with products. For example, you buy some electronic item, you buy an AC, and you got some warranty. That is a service which is associated to a product. You are going to a restaurant to have dinner or have food. So the food is the tangible part, and the service, how it is served, how the ambience is, that is the second part, which comes under service. So let us move to the next slide. That is characteristics of services. चार मुख्य जो है इसकी विशेषताएं हैं, characteristics हैं. सबसे पहला intangibility. It is the one which is very essential, that services are supposed to be intangible in nature. When we talk about tangibility and intangibility, tangibility means that characteristic of a product which enables him to be felt, to be seen, to be touched, anything which makes or gives an physical impression, some physical impression to the product. And when we talk about service, it is not something physical, it is something which is more mental or psychological, which is more in your thoughts, which is more in your heart. So, services are performances rather than objects. They cannot be seen, felt, tasted, or touched in the same manner in which goods can be touched. Services cannot be stored, services cannot be patented legally, services cannot be readily displayed or easily communicated, leading to difficulty in accessing its quality. So there are certain things which make services somehow different from the product. And then we talk about the second feature, that is inseparability. This stands for inseparability between the production and consumption. सर्विसेज के केस में मैंने पहले आपको बताया, ऐसा नहीं कि बना के रख दिया. इट इज क्रिएटेड एट द सेम टाइम. Services are created and consumed simultaneously. It cannot be stored. एक प्रोडक्ट के केस में हम ये कह सकते हैं कि देयर इज अ गैप बिटवीन द टाइम ऑफ प्रोडक्शन एंड टाइम ऑफ कंजम्पशन, बट फॉर सर्विसेज इट इज नॉट देयर. सर्विसेज के केस में द टाइम ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इज व्हेन द कंज्यूमर इज रेडी टू consume the product. Then is variability. Variability is the third characteristic of the services, and it talks about variations. For example, services are different from each other, different from each other in so many senses. For example, services face the difficulty of achieving uniform output. Every individual service has some different output for everybody, especially labor intensive services. The challenge of setting up standards when the behavior and performance vary not only among service workers but even between the same employees dealing with different customers and on different ways. For example, you are going to buy an insurance policy, you meet somebody who is very rude, who is very like unfriendly. You will not buy an insurance policy. So same product is being sold by two different people with two different kind of attitudes, and the results are totally different. Variability in the hands of the person who is selling the same, variability in the level of performance or understanding the performance of the product as explained by the person. So there are certain things which are not as easy as they are in case of product. There are certain things which, for example, in case of a product you can see everything that is associated to the product, but in case of services there are certain things which are kind of, you can say, hidden, or kind of you are almost unaware of so many things. Then is the term perishability. Perishability means their life being limited. Services cannot be saved. Goods once produced can be stored and then sold at a later date, but for services that does not apply. Services have short lived value. इनका स्टॉक नहीं किया जा सकता. सेल्स में काफी प्रेशर रहता है, बैंक अकाउंट्स का हो, इंश्योरेंस का हो, हॉस्पिटैलिटी का हो. देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ सर्टेन थिंग्स. So the point is, services does not have a comparatively long period. If services are associated to a product, then it means they have a very, लिमिटेड पीरियड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 5 साल 7 साल की सर्विस. अगर आप इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी ले रहे हो तो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन व्हाट टाइम you have chosen. If you are going to open a bank account, again it depends upon you how long you want to operate it. So they are perishable in nature, they cannot be stored. This is important. Then is the next slide, that is classification of services on the basis of different characteristics. First is on the basis of tangibility. Tangibility, जैसा कि हमने पहले कहा कि there are certain services which are associated to certain products or certain tangible items. For example, you are going to a restaurant, food and services related to food. So the very first is tangibility. Rental goods, hotel, cars, tangible goods are there and you are taking their services. ऑन गुड्स में हमारी टीवी, हमारा एसी और जो भी हमारा ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जिसकी सर्विसेज हमें मिलती हैं. और नॉन टेंजिबल में नॉन गुड, जैसे कि एजुकेशन. आई एम गिविंग यू थॉट्स which if you are listening, then only you can intake, otherwise it's in the air. Then skills. There are certain services which requires particular skills. For example, insurance. Being an insurance salesman or insurance advisor, it needs certain skills. Same is with security. Then if we talk about non-profit, we have postal services and libraries which are offering almost free or very reasonable services to the people. Then regulations, where services are highly regulated, hospitals highly regulated, fast food limited, like if they are following the decorum or following the pattern they are supposed to follow, it's okay, otherwise no. And absent, house painting, आपने रंग कोई और चुना था, हल्का था, ऊपर नीचे हो गया. So there are certain times when the regulations are very limited to these kind of things. House painting and very high, like in hospitals and airlines, etc. Labor intensity, पहला equipment based, दूसरा people based. When we talk about equipment based, it is automatic vending machines, movie theaters, dry cleaning, where everything is being operated by machines and you just have to pay money and enjoy. People based, appliance repair, if you have some appliance and that is damaged, then yes, you have to take services. Drivers, lawyers, management consultants, like these people are giving you सर्विसेज. देन इज कस्टमर कॉन्टैक्ट, कि कौन सी जगह है जहां पर कस्टमर कॉन्टैक्ट ज्यादा है, कहां पर बिल्कुल जरूरत ही नहीं है. हाई, फॉर एग्जांपल यूनिवर्सिटी एंड होटल, लाइक द कस्टमर इज सपोज टू बी देयर. एंड देन इज लो, ऑटोमेटेड कार वॉश. देन इज प्लेस एंड टाइम, कस्टमर की साइट पे पिज्जा डिलीवरी, होम डिलीवरी. सर्विस साइट, जब आपको खुद जाना पड़ता है, हेयर सलून, यूनिवर्सिटी. Physical channel, when there is some channel like between you and the product, like mall or some shop. Electronic channel, online you are buying. So there are different kind of channels for these services. Next is customization. Customization means जब चीजें कस्टमर के हिसाब से बनाई जाती हैं, तय हो जाती हैं. फर्स्ट इज कस्टमाइज, जैसे टैक्सी है और हेयर कट है, या कुछ ऐसी सर्विसेज जो आपके हिसाब से होती हैं. लॉन्ड्री कैन बी देयर. दूसरा नॉन कस्टमाइज, जैसे इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी, दे हैव डेवलप्ड इट फॉर ऑल, जिसको जो सूट करती है ले लो. बैंक अकाउंट टाइप्स, बस एंड ट्रेन सर्विस, बस अपने रूट पे जाएगी, ट्रेन अपने रूट पे जाएगी, हवाई जहाज अपने रूट पे जाएगा. इफ यू वांट अ कस्टमाइज वन, यू कैन बुक अ प्राइवेट जेट और some helicopter. Relationship with customers, ongoing. बार्बर, रेस्टोरेंट, नॉर्मली दे आर फिक्स. हमारा जो बार्बर है वो फिक्स रहता है ऑलमोस्ट. फॉर्मल, बैंक एंड इंश्योरेंस, जब काम पड़ता है हम तब उनको याद करते हैं, और जब से ऑनलाइन आया तो शायद हम बिल्कुल याद नहीं करते. इनफॉर्मल, वॉचिंग टीवी, एंजॉइंग वीडियो, ये भी एक तरह की सर्विसेज है, दैट यू आर एंजॉइंग टीवी सिटिंग एट योर होम. मेंबरशिप, कॉलेज एनरोलमेंट, लाइब्रेरी मेंबरशिप, ये तब तक रहती है जब तक कि यू आर ए मेंबर ऑफ द कॉलेज और स्कूल और सम लाइब्रेरी. देन है कस्टमर एम्प्लॉय प्रेजेंस, सेल्फ सर्विस, एटीएम है, ऑटोमेटिक वेंडिंग मशीन है, जहां पर इट इज नॉट मैंडेटरी फॉर बोथ ऑफ देम टू बी प्रेजेंटेड. और दूसरा रिमोट सर्विसेज है, जैसे इंश्योरेंस है, बैंक अकाउंट है, उसमें आपकी इच्छा है, दोनों का प्रेजेंट होना जरूरी भी है और दोनों का नहीं भी है. आप आजकल फोन से ही सारा काम कर सकते हैं. स्किल्स, प्रोफेशनल, नॉन प्रोफेशनल. प्रोफेशनल में डॉक्टर्स, इंजीनियर्स, अकाउंटेंट्स. नॉन प्रोफेशनल, शू शाइनिंग, लॉन्ड्री एंड क्लीनिंग फैसिलिटी. डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, स्टडी एंड फ्लक्चुएटिंग. स्टडी मीन्स हमें पता है कि अप्रैल मई में दाखिले होने हैं, मार्च में पेपर होने हैं. सो थिंग्स आर वेरी नॉर्मल, लाइक फॉर schools and colleges in this particular point. एंड फ्लक्चुएटिंग, हॉस्पिटैलिटी, होटल इंडस्ट्री है, रेस्टोरेंट्स हैं. वीकेंड्स पे भीड़ ज्यादा होगी, छुट्टियों में भीड़ ज्यादा होगी, जो टूर डेस्टिनेशन है वहां पर भी ऐसा ही है. सो दीज आर सर्टेन थिंग्स व्हिच आर रिलेटेड टू डिमांड एंड सप्लाई. नेक्स्ट वी हैव सर्विस मार्केटिंग मिक्स, एंड I think yes, we can cover them here. So you people are very much aware of all the seven P's and four P's, the top four P's you have studied earlier also: product, price, place, promotion. I'm going to be very brief about them. So when we talk about product, we talk about the tangible or intangible offering we are making to the people. Product refers to that bundle of or combination of associated items which we are offering to the people to buy and to be satisfied. Price refers to that monetary amount which we are charging in lieu of that service of sale. Place refers to that location where the product will be available to buy, and promotion refers to the promotional programs we are going to run in order to make people aware of the existence of the product. Then the new three P's are added here. Although I've told you about these many times, but still, yes, it is a part of the formal marketing mix. Seven P's of marketing mix of services. You have to study them. People, people here, they are very important. For example, we have discussed in the point variability that it depends upon the quality of the person who is dealing with you, that whether he is able to make the product sale or not. For example, once I was supposed to buy a AC, and I was very much firm that I will go for Daikin or Hitachi. But the salesman there at Daikin and Hitachi, they were not that much, positive and optimistic and friendly. And the salesman with LG, it was very friendly. He was very friendly, and he made the sales okay. So 50,000 rupees he made the company get it. People here play a very important role. People are the persons who are the mediocres. Then is process. Process here refers to the process through which the product is, the service is delivered to you. For example, you apply for a kind of insurance policy, and after waiting for a month, you have not yet received any document. So it is very painful. Process refers to the time taken between the finalizing of service, paying the monetary amount, and then getting the delivery of the service. Process here plays a very important role. You're going to a restaurant and you are ordering food, and the order takes 2 hours to come. Very painful once again. So process means the time taken from order receiving and delivery providing. Bank account. So many companies, they are very much concerned with 5 minute में बैंक खाता खोल देंगे, 5 मिनट में इंश्योरेंस भेज देंगे. And then is physical evidence. Physical evidence talks about the overall atmosphere where these services are being delivered to you. It matters a lot. You are going to a restaurant, so there the ambience there is very much important. You are going to a bank, the ambience there is very important. And anywhere you are going to a hotel, the ambience there is very important. So it is very important to discuss all these things. These are the seven P's, and we will discuss them in like expanded form too. For today, I think that is enough from my side. And take rest, and we will meet tomorrow. Thank you so much.